Hello everyone, welcome back to another GGO Minecraft lesson. I'm Coach Chase, and today we're going to be exploring the End. After killing the Ender Dragon, you'd think there isn't much more to the End Dimension other than some Endermen and lots of void. However, over 1,000 blocks away from the island you spawn in, there's new biomes with plenty of land to explore. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to get to the other islands on the End and get some amazing loot. First, let's tune into our favorite physical therapist, Jenna from MedStar's exercise for the day.
Hey there everybody, it's Tuesday and you know what that means, it's time for another weekly health tip. I'm Jana Labari, physical therapist with MedStar Health. Thanks for joining me again this week. We've been talking about posture and exercises to help prevent postural pain in the last couple videos, so today I thought we'd talk about the 90-90-90 rule. This rule is a simple way to remember how to maintain good posture while sitting. Since gaming does involve sitting, you should know how to sit in a way that minimizes your risk for pain and injuries. Let me show you how to apply this rule. The first part of the rule involves the elbows, which should be in a roughly 90-degree angle, which puts the least stress on the muscles and tissues. This means you might need to adjust your armrest or chair height up or down so that your elbows can be in the proper position. If your armrest is too high or your chair is too low for your desk height, you may end up putting increased pressure on the elbows, which can lead to things like bursitis or nerve entrapment syndromes, and nobody really wants that. So sitting with elbows at roughly 90 degrees helps to avoid those types of injuries. The second part of the rule involves the hips, which should also be in a 90-degree position relative to the trunk. You may need to either adjust the chair height or get a footstool so that your hips and trunk are aligned at roughly 90 degrees. If the chair is too high or low, it may lead to nerve entrapment syndromes in the legs, muscle tendon irritation, and low back or hip pain. The last part of the 90-90 rule is about the knees. So the knees should be at roughly 90 degrees relative to the thighs, with the feet flat on the floor or on a footrest. If the knees are crossed under the body, it puts more stress on those joints. You can change the position of the knees by adjusting the chair height up or down, or by getting a footrest if the chair is too high. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week to learn some health tips for shoulder and upper arm strengthening so you can get some buff arms like mine.
For today's in-game warm-up, go into your creative world used in previous lessons or create a new one. Then, make your own end portal by placing end portal frames in a 3x5 square, minus the corners, and make sure the frames are all facing inwards before placing the Eye of Enders in. You're going to want to place the Eye of Enders inwards as well in the same direction. Then, go to the end and fly around for 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't find anything other than void, go back to the main island, kill the dragon, and follow drill 1 before exploring. Now, let's start drill 1 and go over how to explore the end. Once you kill the Ender Dragon, a small 1-block portal surrounded by bedrock will appear in the air on a corner of the end island. This is how you're going to get to the other islands in the end. Build a staircase up to the portal block and throw an ender pearl directly through it. This will spawn you on a new island surrounded by the new end areas. Make sure when you go through to save your coordinates of where you spawned, since there's a matching portal that will take you back when you're finished exploring. However, there are also portals spawned around in other areas that you can find if you get lost. This section of the end is a large, void-filled area with endstone islands ranging from very small connectors to big ones with chorus trees. These trees drop chorus fruit, which when eaten teleports you to a random area very close to where you ate it. Not very useful, but still a cool item. Bridge from island to island, exploring carefully and looking for structures. Next, for drill 2, let's talk about the End City. The End City is a rare structure found in this new end area on the larger islands that are filled with shulker mobs, chests with loot, and cool new blocks to build with. Your main objective when finding an End City is to find one that has an end ship above it. We'll get into why this is important in the next drill. When exploring the End City, you're going to run into shulkers, which hit you with orbs that make you levitate for a short amount of time, dealing damage to you if you fall too far down after it runs out. They also eventually teleport away unless you kill them quickly, so make sure you come prepared with a melee weapon, bow, and shield. Then, as you go up the end city structure, you'll find chests filled with valuable items and an ender chest which you can break with Silk Touch to get, or just break with your normal pickaxe to get obsidian for future crafting. Once you're done exploring the end city, make a staircase or bridge up to the ship, but watch out for shulkers. Finally, let's go over goals and resources you're trying to get with this end adventure. The main items you're looking to get out of end cities and ships are shulker shells and an elytra. Shulker shells are obtained by killing shulker mobs, though they are rare, so I'd suggest bringing a looting sword or axe with you to kill them. You'll want to leave your first trip with at least 4 shulker shells. These will be used to craft shulker boxes, using 2 shulker shells on the top and bottom middle of the crafting table, with a chest in between. These can be placed and broken with a normal pickaxe and are most commonly used as a backpack type of storage, where you can put items in and break it, which keeps the items in there next time you place it down. Elytra is found in the end ship above the end city and has a 50% chance of spawning. It will be found in an item frame on the inside of the ship and can be equipped on your chest to quickly fly around your world. To use this, put the elytra on and jump off a high platform of some sort before pressing space in the air. Make sure when you get closer to the ground for landing, you fly as diagonally as possible, since if you glide too straight down, you'll take a lot of damage or even die from the fall. You can also repair your elytra with phantom membranes and put unbreaking or mending on it so it doesn't break as easily. Now that you know how to explore the end, what you'll be expecting from the end city, and have goals of resources to get, you can prepare yourself and explore. For the next 40 minutes to an hour, go through the portal and try to find the end city and ship. Make sure to watch your step and bridge carefully so you don't fall into the void and lose all your stuff. Aim to find shulker shells, an elytra, and whatever other valuable resources you come across, especially from chests. Once you've finished, ask yourself these questions. Did you find everything you were looking for? How can you use these items to make your world better? Is it worth going back to the end biomes to explore more and find other valuable items? What's next in your survival world? Thanks for watching. I'm Coach Chase, and I will see you next time.